This is probably better than hand washing to stop COVID-19. Since COVID-19 hit the scenes, every healthcare professional will advise you to wash your hands as many times as possible. But there's something far more effective that most doctors and the CDC don't talk about. No, we're not talking about face masks or coverings. By now, you probably understand the importance of hand washing to prevent the spread of infectious illness. But, did you know, flushing your sinuses might be an even better way to inhibit the progression of a viral illness such as COVID-19? In an April 20, 2020, article, MSN's Best Life, features the recommendations of Dr. Amy Baxter, a pediatric emergency medicine physician in Atlanta, Georgia. Nasal irrigation, she says, is a rarely discussed strategy that can help reduce the progression of illness in those who have tested positive for COVID-19 infection. In an April 2, 2020, response to ABMJ paper about the lack of personal protection equipment on COVID-19 frontlines, Professor Robert Matthews also brought up the importance and potential usefulness of oropharyngeal washing to protect healthcare workers from infection. In summary, this is what research has discovered. 1. Flushing your sinuses may be an effective way to inhibit the progression of a virus, such as COVID-19, by lowering the viral load in your sinuses. 2. Nasal irrigation reduces the symptoms and duration of viral illnesses such as the seasonal flu and common cold. 3. Nasal irrigation and gargling with hypertonic saline has been shown to reduce the duration of the common cold by 1.9 days and reduce transmission within the household by 35% by reducing viral shedding when done within 48 hours of symptom onset. In short, you can use a neti pot or NeilMed to flush your sinuses. If you want to get more information, continue watching this video, or you can just click the link in the description below to get NeilMed now. Want more details? Here we go. Why nasal irrigation? As noted by Baxter, researchers have found that the viral load of COVID-19 tends to be heaviest in the sinuses and nasal cavity. Regularly rinsing your sinuses, therefore, makes sense, since it would help clear out the pathogen and prevent it from gaining a strong foothold and migrating into your lungs. The age and gender discrepancies observed in COVID-19 also supports nasal irrigation. Children are at virtually no risk from COVID-19, while death rates among the elderly are at their highest. More men than women also die from the infection. Children don't develop full sinuses until teens. Males have larger cavities than women, and the cavities are largest in those over 70 years, Baxter notes. Research has previously demonstrated that nasal irrigation reduces the symptoms and duration of other viral illnesses such as the seasonal flu and common cold. In one randomized controlled trial, nasal irrigation and gargling with hypertonic saline were found to reduce the duration of the common cold by 1.9 days and reduce transmission within the household by 35% by reducing viral shedding when done within 48 hours of symptom onset. While it has not yet been studied as a preventive method for COVID-19 specifically, there's reason to suspect nasal irrigation might be helpful. Baxter points out that COVID-19 death rates in Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand, Vietnam and Laos have been surprisingly low, and nasal irrigation is common practice in those areas. According to Baxter, some 80% of the Southeast Asian population do it. How to irrigate your sinuses? Baxter suggests irrigating your sinuses anytime you've been exposed to an infected individual or test positive for COVID-19. She recommends flushing your sinuses in the morning and evening. Either a neti pot or NeilMed sinus rinse bottle can be used. The water pressure you get from a sinus rinse bottle can provide a more effective flush. If higher pressure is uncomfortable, a neti pot, which relies on gravity, may be a more comfortable choice. Click the link below to get your own NeilMed.
Would you like a collection of news, tips and free information for healthy living? Too easy. Just subscribe. And click the bell icon. And you'll never miss out again.